Hi there, welcome to another video for Junior Cert Higher Level Maths. We're continuing with statistics and continuing to look at ways of displaying our data. We'll now look at histograms. And on the Junior Cert course, histograms, they're basically bar charts just with no gaps. So that means the bars cover the entire spread of the range, and that's useful for displaying continuous data. So in a bar chart, if we're displaying people's ages, let's say, you would either be 12 years old, 13 years old, or 14 years old. And you'd be in one of those bars. Whereas a histogram allows for more of a spread. So you could be 12 and a half, 12 and 3/4, 12 and 360 days, because it covers the entire range. In this example here, people could be 20 years of age, all the way up to 30. So in that interval, you have everyone that is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on, all the way up to 29. And then it moves into 30. Histograms are slightly different to bar charts in that their width also affects the amount of people in it. So sometimes the bars will be wider than other bars, but at the Junior Cert course, currently the widths are all going to be uniform. So that's effectively how they're the same as bar charts. You're not going to have to worry about the widths. Distribution of data, or the shape of a histogram, is quite important. So this is another way of describing our data. Before we were describing them using the mean, mode, median, and the range, and now we're also going to talk about the distribution of the data. A symmetrical distribution is where most of the data is in the middle of the histogram. And it has a shape that if you were to draw over all the bars, it looks like kind of a hill. That's a symmetrical one, where the left-hand side and the right-hand side could be folded onto each other, and the middle is very much down the center. A positively skewed distribution is where the histogram tails off in the positive direction. So most of the data is clumped close to zero or to the left-hand side of the histogram. And as you move to the right in the positive direction, the histogram tails off and it gets lower as you go out to the positive. So it is positively skewed. The same then is true for if it is negatively skewed, where most of the data is going to be clumped to the right. And as you move to the left of the histogram, it's going to tail off down lower and just stretch out in the negative direction. That's histograms. Another very useful way of displaying data. I hope you found that useful.